Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Games with Dialogue. This is episode 90 of my RPG Maker series. Last time, the previous two times, I was working on getting the classes squared away for the future so that everything is nice with progression and math and balance and all that other stuff that classes need in an RPG in order to be playable. This episode is going to be no different, so let's not waste any more time and dive right in. Okay, so I left off trying to get all the classes' stats ironed out. There's some work that still needs to go into it, but for the most part, it's all good to go. So that means moving on to making sure they have skills, which means making skills. Now, a problem I have that I haven't gone back and fixed is the jumbled mess that is this table. So, using eye gouge as an example, we'll call this a skill class skill. And then if I change my mind or decide that only specific skill classes will have it, I'll write that in here. Like, maybe I'll just list them out, right? Ranger, Shaman, Duelist, and what was Alchemist? That's right. I don't want Alchemist to have eye bite or eye gouge. So, yeah. So that's what I'll do with all of these skills. Venom. I think Venom will also be a skill class, but I think this should also be an enemy ability. So if it works for both people, then maybe I'll just do both enemies and allies? Both enemies and PCs. Probably just the fastest, easiest way to save space there. Slam, same thing. Both enemies and allies, or PCs. Both enemies and PCs. And enemy-specific things, like Entangle, will be enemy-specific. So, I've been doing some thinking. I've been doing some work coming up with different classifications of skills for the different classes. Trying to give a identity to the four different categories: battle, knowledge, skill, and faith. I think I've done okay. Now it's just about implementation. So I'm going to come down here to my, where is it? Passive HP, right. I have max HP 300. The first passive that comes up, multiple different classes can have, whether they're battle or not. But I have an idea that most of the passives in the game that are just stat increases like this will have two tiers. And the second tier is the only tier that the battle class will get access to for a hit point. Obviously, I want them to have more hit points with tier 2, just to give them that bonus. So I'm basically just going to copy this one, paste it, and passive HP 2? Sure. We'll do test 5, I guess. Not that I need to worry about that. And then this will change to... I was actually going to give it 400. Yeah. Only because I want them to be big, beefy bad boys. When I have the knowledge classes have a MP up, it'll be pretty much the same thing. A huge amount of MP for them compared to the other classes. So that's one thing. some other stats up. MAT up. I wanted to give. I want to do. That's not the passive. Hold on. Where is test 3 reflect? That's not a passive either, but I just want to test it. Test 4, all hit points up. That buff, I don't think I need that buff, because all that skill does is increase the amount of hit points everybody has, which is basically just healing. So I'm going to remove this and do a stat passive. Passive attack up. Yeah, sure. You know what? No. Defense. There we go. Yeah. The reason I'm not doing attack is because I don't want them to approach the skill classes for how much damage they do. I do want them to be incredible tanks, though. Take this off. I need to actually look at this again. Grow. All right. So let's go in. Find what I'm looking for. There we go. Defense and 5. Now, if you recall from the last 2 episodes, a growth of 5 points on a stat is like an entire level or 2. Swinging, it's an incredible swing at the early levels. So having a passive that gives 5 more points at level 10 is a huge boon for anybody who gets it. Oh, I closed it. I didn't mean to close it. Yeah, so nobody else gets tier 2. The battle classes will, and it'll be... I'm debating whether to make it 10 or 5 for them. I think having the passive increase at the second tier isn't necessarily a good thing for everybody, or doubled, I should say. Exponential growth is not good. Just leaving it where it's at. It might be a small bonus, but all they're really doing to earn it is leveling up. So, I mean, they're already getting stat increases from leveling up. So, it would be different. It would be different if this was like a game where you spent accumulated points to buy abilities. Then maybe I would change the value of the passive, but not here. Not here. So, back to the other abilities. We had Armor Piercer, I think, was the last thing I covered in the previous episode. We'll do battle classes here. I don't want... Well, we can have battle and skill classes for this, and then just specify which ones get it. Obviously, Gilgamesh, the Ranger, Joan. Duelist gets it. All of the attack classes will get this. Valkyrie should have it. Arcane Knight should have it. I think... Nope. Paladin. Inquisitor. I don't know. I don't know. Probably not. Although I do want the Inquisitor to be a mix of martial and mystical abilities. So, Valkyrie, Arcane Knight, and... I'll give it to Tactician. Sure. And Paladin. Alright. But yeah, so that's the idea, that's the plan, that's how things are going to work. Oh, wait, I spelled this wrong. Valkyrie. There we go. Tactician, actually, hold on. Next line. Tactician, Arcane Knight, Wraith Strike, Vampiric Strike, right. So, now for the new stuff. Let's, I want Cleave. I think I have Sweep, which is the same thing. Can I find that? It's a shame I can't just type in search for this ability. I guess I deleted it by accident. I'm not seeing it. All right. Well, that's simple enough. We'll just build it from scratch then. Yeah, I have slam. Spread shot is probably the closest, right? Shoot every enemy on the field. That requires a bow, though. Did I have the spear? Yeah, because it reaches the back row, and I was talking about the back row ability. So we'll do skill class then, and ranger, duelist, and tactician. Okay. Okay. Anybody else? Maybe the Valkyrie? Maybe... I don't know. Maybe the Valkyrie. Maybe the War Mage. Maybe... I could see the Alchemist having it, but I was going to give the Alchemist his own special. Yeah, I'll give it to the Alchemist, but I'll make that last. So, Valkyrie and Alchemist. Yeah, okay. I might remove the Alchemist, though. I'm thinking I will. Anyways, second pass, I still don't see sweep, so we'll make a new one. See here. This will be fine. But I wanted to rename sweep into cleave. Anybody who's familiar with Dungeons and Dragons know what cleave does. Attack. Hold on, because I want to start using some terminology here. Your base attack, your standard attack command, I'm going to refer to as default attack for everything I write down. So, default attack, all enemies in reach. That means just the first row. On the other hand, if there is no first row, if all those enemies are dead, then you just hit every enemy on screen. Default attack, all enemies in reach. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to leave it because it's complicated. It's different enough from spread shot. I like the idea of random enemies, but I think... No, I don't think I know. I've already made the double and triple strike to just attack random enemies. So, we'll do all enemies. Occasion, battle screen, MP cost. I want to make it high MP so the player can't do it every single time. We'll do 40 because it'll come in late. So, here's where I need it to only hit the enemies who are in reach. I think what I need to do, if I want to do that, is build up, HP damage. But normal attack, formula, variance, effect. I don't think I want any effect. Add buff, debuff, no, none of that stuff. Special effect? No. Common event? No. So, let's do battle classes. Warrior, obviously. And Ranger, sure. As well as Duelist and Tactician. Most of these are just going to be these 4 classes. Until we get to the spells, the actual casting. As well as Valkyrie. The reason I'm on the fence about Valkyrie because it's a warrior version of Elizabeth. So she's going to have healing spells or support as well as attack abilities. So I don't want to go overboard with that. But I can also make this limited, I think. Yeah, I could have an attack that actually gains extra TP, like a sap ability or something. Huh. Yeah. So what was my base attack? I'm just going to copy this and put it on sweep and apply it to every enemy it hits. Copy. Leave. And paste. There we go. Great. I need to go back up to that arrow rain one. Where was that? Spread shot. Did I do the same thing? I did. I don't know. It seems to me like it's fine because you need specific weapons, but it seems to me it does the exact same thing. So I'm going to remove the TP cost, make the MP cost. So it really just gives the player the option to use the same ability with different weapon types and then change the animation. Am I okay with this? Yeah. All right. So let's assume that cleave and I keep forgetting what I actually called the thing. Arrow rain, spread shot. Let's assume cleave and spread shot are two sides of the same coin for different weapon types. That leaves dagger. I could just actually make cleave and then put dagger and claw in. But yeah, I'll leave it out. But what if I want an ability that hits everything on screen and uses whips and daggers? I could just name a third ability and do it that way. But then what do I do for classes? Do I just give the same ability twice? Let's say level 12. Okay. We'll do cleave. Sure. I mean, I guess I could. It's not that big a deal. It just depends on which weapon you're using. Sure. Okay. Level 12. We'll do... Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Spread shot. There we are. Okay. Sure. All right. Well, everybody knows the counterattack, right? You get hit, you hit your enemy back. We'll do this. Get hit, hit him back harder. This will be a special one also. See, this has to be a passive, right? Or an ability that's activated. I'd rather have it be a passive, or I'd rather have it last a couple of turns, or until it's used. Last until it's used. I wonder if I can do that here. Scope user. Occasion, battle screen, MP cost. No, we'll say it's a TP cost ability because it's gonna last until it's used. Something small though. If we're going out of 100, something small. The type, it'll be certain hit animation. I'll worry about that later, but let's go with hit physical. Sure. Does counter, uses. When would I ever use does? I don't know. Let's see. Location, repeat, TP gain. So damage type. Sure. Hit point damage. Normal attack or physical? Physical. That changes some things up. Variance, I want to lower it. Go, critical hit. Sure. I kind of hesitated there. Sure. And then this is where I want. Add state, remove state, add buff. No. Remove buff. No. Let's see. Common event. It might have to be written up as a common event. When enemy attacks when enemy attacks player attacks enemy. I wonder if I could make it a common event. We'll put 10 there. And then leave myself a note. Need to make common event for counter-attacking an enemy. Why does it not auto-wrap? That's annoying. For countering, attacking an enemy. I wish it would auto-wrap. I'm kind of upset it doesn't. Okay, so counter's kind of a dud. Didn't really work like I had hoped it would. Gonna have to go in and fix it. I'm also... I just want it to be a normal attack, but it can crit. And the damage variance is much smaller. It's more focused. Yeah, so I'll leave it the way it is. Alright, let's try another one. Right? Let's try Psych Up. If I can remember how to spell Psych Up. So this is a personal buff. We'll do... Normally I do these three, but those are for passives, I think. Psych Up. Sure. Grow in attack power for a few turns. We'll do special. We'll do user. We'll do battle screen. Although, yeah, we'll do battle screen. MP cost, I'm just going to keep it low for the time being. Something smaller than, yeah, something below 100, I think. No damage. Success, repeat, TP gain, certain hit, animation. We can worry about that in a sec. Hold on. Does Psych Up uses Psych Up? Does Psych Up? I'll just leave it like that. All right, so effect, state, add buff, attack for... okay, that's where I need to worry about. You're buffing your attack for how many turns? 5 seems like a lot. It's a shame. I don't want to flood. I'm gonna make it 3 turns. Yeah. How much does it buff it by? Raises the fluctuation level by 1. For each level, there is a 25% fluctuation and an increase of up to 2 levels. To raise our parameter 2 or more levels, you can apply this effect multiple times. Oh, okay, good. So if I wanted Psych Up times 2, I would just add the same buff multiple times. So that's how battle classes will do it, and I should actually really make sure that I keep on top of this. So we'll have Duelist. Actually, that is not a battle class. Martial Artist, Valkyrie, and I'll have the War Mage also get access to it. Yeah, so that's basically it. Is there a good animation for it? I don't think so. Most of these are attack animations. General special, yeah. Song. Man, I don't think I have any classes that use songs. I want, shout. Maybe this one, hold on. I could see that being good in the opposite direction. Using this and bringing it in like that. I could see that happening. Sure. Wait a minute, did I miss this? I think I missed this. All right. Let's play this again. Sure. What about Body Slam? What does this look like? That one might actually be good for Psych Up. I'm going to use that. Body slam, right? That's what we were going with. Come on. Body slam, right there. Okay. Sure. Alright, so it'll buff your attack power for 3 turns. And then on your next turn, you use Cleave and just destroy the enemies in front of you. Or Double Strike and hit the same enemy twice in a row if you're up against a boss. I think 3 turns is the sweet spot for most abilities. Yeah, if I had a way of adding a counterattack for 3 turns. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm going to have to worry about that later. I keep coming back to my failure with counter. I'm going to have to worry about it later. So, let's see. I want another buff for the player. Special. Sure. This one is going to have a MP and a TP cost, I think. And these are just... Those values aren't set in stone, but... Let's see here. I don't know what description I want to put. Not that it matters. I want that to be a certain hit. We'll do... Yeah, I won't worry about it. We'll do hit point damage, normal attack. We'll do the normal formula. Variance, I want to bring that down to 10% critical hit. Yes. And then... Wonder if I can actually do this the way I want. Move buff. Yes. Yes. Agility. Yes, that's... Yes, that's what I want. That's what I want. Remove buff from the enemy. Actually, hold on. Hold on. That's not what I want to do at all. Just to delete this one. But what I want is one enemy. Success 100%, certain hit. That's right, right. Ignores description, ignores dodge, evade, and agility on target. Sure. So zero in is basically just an attack that ignores anything that allows the enemy to dodge or gives you a hard time to hit them. So the MP cost should really be better. The same with the TP cost. It should really be higher. I think. Yeah. All right. Next one. We want something overpowering, I think. I have a crush. So let's try that. We'll do that again. I think I actually have something similar to that. Let's see here. I have slam, which is somewhere in here. There it is. Attack a random enemy with a powerful blow. It's a special, one random enemy. Add state, normal attack 100%. I think I can just remove that, honestly. The variance is low, crit you can. Look at this, 6 power versus defense. I think I can remove this, and this needs to be changed. No, that's fine. That's fine. Apply. Yeah, crush is going to be both enemies and PCs. Whoops, forgot to capitalize. There we go. Damage, and we'll do physical. Yeah. Okay. Variance, this is fine. Crit. Yes, it can crit. MP cost I won't worry about. Special, one enemy. Occasion, battle screen. Type, physical attack. Maybe it should only be an axe ability. No, we'll leave sword and axe. We'll make it sword and axe. But I want this one I want this one to be super powerful. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Good. There's another one I want to build. Where did I put that? So I want an ability that just completely removes the B def ×2 of the formula. It's just a straight attack. But I forget what I called that. What did I call that? It was like Pierce or something. Oh, wait, is it under... I think it's under the skill group that I put together. Yeah, I think it's like Armor Piercer, right? Which I left up here somewhere. Here we are. Yeah, it's right here. I just removed the enemy's defense. I have something similar for the knowledge classes with their magic attack. Just ignores the magical defense. But it should definitely be more expensive. If the player can just use it whenever they feel like. 15? I think the magic cost might be too low. I think the TP cost might be too low. Oh well. Well, that's what balancing is for, right? Okay, alright. So, I want impenetrable. Okay, so here was another idea I had for the battle class, where for a few turns, they're just completely immune to damage. I don't know if that's even possible. Add state. Oh, wait. Yeah. Yeah, I have a status effect where you just don't take physical damage. Right. 100%. Add state. It needs to last a few turns and then come off, though. That's the problem. How long? Add buff. How long? I can't do it there. Huh. I wonder if there's somewhere I'm not seeing that allows me to add extra special effects. I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything. Types, maybe? No. Terms? No. Yeah, I don't see anything here for special effects either. Well, that's a shame. How do I remove? Maybe it's in here. Maybe there's a remove at battle end. Auto removal. Turn end. Ah, okay. Sure. Sure, that's great. Okay. Duration of turns. 3, I think. 3 is a good narrow focus. It allows you to do something, and then... Actually, I'm going to make it 2 for impenetrable. But 3 is good. It allows you to do something, and then it goes away. So you're not keeping it on turn after turn, action after action. I need it to... there's counterattack. I can just make it a state to apply. Awesome. Okay, so I can just... I'll get to that. I'm still looking for guard effect. I think that's just... Let me look at this tooltip. Rate of change for the specified SP parameter. Yeah, alright. I think there's a way to completely negate the damage, but... Special flag, maybe? Guard. Well, no. Party ability? Nope. Nothing for immunity. Alright. Well, I'm sure I can make... Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure I can make something here. Parameter. We'll do guard effect again. We'll have to test it, right? I might actually wind up making a separate state for impenetrable, because immortal is supposed to be you can't be killed for a couple of turns. And that's supposed to be only for enemies, and you, the player, have to figure out a way to remove the immortal status in order to kill the enemy. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to get rid of this. Cut. I'm going to go back to this. Apply. Enemy state only. Right, and then just make another one for impenetrable. That's fine. I can do that. I can also make a state for counterattack. I should probably do that now. And then an icon for it. We'll do the fist. Go. Restrictions. Attack an enemy. Priority. Probably the best priority I can get, right? Yeah, the best priority I can get. Auto remove by action end. No, I want. Yeah. That's good. Action end will remove it. When you hit the enemy back, you no longer are counterattacking. And then, where is it? Special flag? No. It was party ability, right? No. Did I mess that up? Where was the counterattack? I thought. Oh, I saw it here. There it is. Counterattack. Got it. Value. I want 100%, right? Yeah, the next time an enemy hits you, you just counterattack, and it lasts for 3 turns. And good. All right. Notes I won't worry about just yet. But go back to skills, go to counter, and then I can add state, and then find my counterattack down there, and voila. There, I can just delete this now and make it a battle class and give it to the warrior and the martial artist. And why the heck not? Let's give it to the duelist also. Okay. Because that's basically just Gilgamesh with skills. Yeah. And then impenetrable will add state immortal. That's going to have to change. But that's fine also for the time being. Okay, so rough waters we got around. What's next? I want something that protects the party, like a guard or something. Let's see if we can do that. Protect the weak. And that's another shield. Okay. Well, I'm in the same boat. I might have to build a state that allows the user to protect his allies from being attacked. Or, to put it another way, any physical attacks focus the character and not the other 3 members of the team. I don't even know if that's possible as a state. Let's do a new state then and look at what we've got here. Elemental rate, debuff rate, state rate. Debuff rate? No, that's stats. No. State resist? No. A state that resists other states. Okay. Alright, I have plans for that. Let's see here. Crit, magic reflection, regen. Oh yeah, I can just, well, no. I don't know if I can make a passive out of that state. It might just have to be something that stays on forever. Guard effect. Don't see, yeah. Alright. Guard effect, 100%. But I want it to just last. I also want it to apply to protecting the other team members. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if there's a way to have it focus enemy attacks on the player. Maybe if I made a bunch of different states and applied it to this thing. But other than that, How do I get a skill that forces the enemy to attack you, the user of this skill, alone? Recover HP, gain TP, add state. Well, I might as well just... Oops. Come on. I might as well just... There we go. Remove state, add buff. No. Remove buff, remove debuff. That's not going to help. Special effect. Learn skill and common event. Common event I might have to lean on to. Again, I mean, it's not like counter where I found that you could make a state for it. I went into the states first to see if I could do it. I might just have to fiddle with the enemy AI. Force them to attack it like a taunt. I don't know how. I'm going to make this work. I might just have to say the heck with it. All of my protection skills that I went through and wrote up in my notes are going to have to be tossed out if I can't make this one work. Okay. Well. Okay. Let's keep going then with my other ones. Oh, I'm almost done with this episode anyways. We'll do special, one enemy, battle screen, and where remove state. Let's see here. I don't see it. Okay, because I haven't written it. I haven't drawn it up yet. Right. Fly, it can crit, sure. I'm going to have to go back through most of these and set them to be able to crit. Go to states again and set up hit point regeneration. Although, there it is. Hit point regeneration. 5%? Let's start with 5% and test it, because it might be really powerful. It might be just super powerful. I don't want to I don't want to get crazy with it. Restrictions, none. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Apply. Oops. Good. That's a good first step. I burned through a few things that are actually kind of terrible for my notes. All those protection skills, I'm going to have to figure out how to get them to work. There's actually a couple of skills in the other classes, skill and knowledge and faith, that because of that hiccup with the protection ability, I'm going to need to either ignore or get the protection ability working. Anyways, until then, that's just a project I'm going to have to work on. Until then, thank you everyone for joining me for this episode. Stay safe, and God bless you.